Hi, we recently hosted Mandy Ship and Gemma English at Scribe Academy on a webinar, and they were talking about the magazine they produce for the community as part of Wolverton and Greenleys Town Council. And it's a magazine that's printed and distributed to over 6,000 residents, and it's also available for digital download as a PDF. And I'm going to show today how you can use ChatGPT to better promote the content within within those magazines, because there's a lot of great content in there. And then also unbundle it into different articles, which then you could produce a news item or blog post. So making it more accessible to more people, because some really great content in there, but it's all locked in a hard copy print or that PDF. So I've just gone to find the magazines, all the editions here. So I'll click on the latest magazine. And what I'm going to do is select all the content from it. So I'm doing a control A select. And I'm going to come over to ChatGPT here. It's a lot of content. So I'm actually on a paid version of ChatGPT to get it all in there. But I can just paste it in there as is. So it's all in there, all the content. So I'm going to go to the top. And then I'm going to prompt ChatGPT I'm going to say, I want to promote this magazine and a series of social posts. Please create 10 social media posts highlighting different stories within the magazine. Oh, God. Magazine. Cool. So let's see. So it's analyzing all that content and it's producing some posts. Let's go down and look and see what's happening. A lot of content there, so a lot of scrolling. So it's pulling out all the stories from that magazine. It's even putting emojis in there. So that's really good. So once you publish the magazine, you can then schedule all these posts maybe over 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You could use a tool like Buffer to schedule them and post to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever to do that. But I'd like to improve on it because again, it's still linking to the PDF, but why don't we pull some of that content out into a news item? I noticed on the Town Council site, they do have news. They don't have a blog, but you could put individual news items on there. So if they're actually publishing it to a web page, then it's more discoverable if people are doing searches and it will come up. And they also get sponsors to support the magazine. So that they could also be referencing there. So it's kind of evergreen content, which will always be available. So we can also do that. So we don't have to do anything because they've already written the content in the magazine. So I'm going to say, I could just say, write a news item for number 1 and link to it. That's all I'm going to do. So now it's actually pulling the content from that magazine. It might be including some of its own. You'll have to obviously check it because sometimes ChatGPT does hallucinate. So now it's producing that and update the social post to link to the news items. So it's only taken me literally seconds to basically, that's what I'm saying, unbundle that content. I've done the first item here, but I could go through all of those and publish to the website. So you can see here, I've got my social post. I'll have to insert the link to the item, and then I'll have that in there, and I can publish that. I could even, I mean, this is a bit risky, but let's try it. Please create a image for the blog post. Why? I don't know if this will work. Yeah, so ChatGPT, the paid version, also has the ability to generate images. It's a little bit touch and go. Sometimes it does a good job, sometimes it doesn't. Let's have a look to see what it does. Otherwise, you can use, obviously, a real picture. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. You could do that. So hopefully there, I've shown how ChatGPT can you can kind of get the most out of your content. You know, you've done all the work into that magazine. You can then unbundle it and distribute it on social media, put it in your news, and, you know, make it more accessible to everybody. Yeah, so enjoy.